Yeah, so SCA is a global hygiene company. We're present across more than 100 countries across the globe, and we recently came to India 3 years ago. We work very much with the hygiene space, and we have built hygiene communities across the world. And of course in India, I can see that there's a huge opportunity. I think Mr. Modi himself has even identified that with the Swachh Bharat campaign. So, because hygiene awareness is not really there, so which means the market is not really there. 30 million babies are born every year. There's close to 100 million elderly in India, but no one is really caring for them from a hygiene perspective. Penetration is less than, it's single digit. So it's a huge opportunity, but it's going to take time to do so and develop it. So for SCA, who's done it elsewhere, what we try to do is we need to take our best practices and knowledge from elsewhere and apply it locally. So my task when I came here to India was use your best practices, use our company best practices, and try to apply it locally and see what the local needs. Because at the end of the day, India is a continent, it's not a country, and actually every state is unique. So we even decided as a company to launch state by state, because we need to address the consumer needs that are specific in every state. So not only language changes, but also hygiene needs and habits. So that is what we're trying to do as we establish in India. Now we started our operations just about 1.5 years ago and started selling our key brands like Libero baby care products, Tempo tissues, Torque, which is what you find in the restrooms and the hotels and restaurants. And we're also launching our adult diaper brand Tenna this month. So that is what we have done so far, but now we have imported. What we're doing also this month is starting up our factory, which is the biggest investment in SCA history the last couple of years, and I think in Maharashtra state, the biggest one at the moment. We don't have forest products in India because there's not much forest in India, but what we do is that we look at it from a long-term perspective, because of course it's a fiber source. So like was discussed here actually today is, that we need to find new energy sources like solar power, wind power, and finding new forestry products is also something that SCA is looking at in India. I can see there is some change, I can see that actually, but I don't know whether it will fall through to all the levels, and that was what I was discussing with the Honourable Minister just now actually, that you need to create awareness and understanding about what hygiene means, because if you think your hands are clean when they're not showing any dirt on them, doesn't necessarily mean they're clean, because there are germs, and actually every Indian eats with your hands because that's how you enjoy it best. So the loose motions are not caused by bad quality food, it's normally caused by bad hand hygiene. So I think some of the basics I'm proud to say SCA as a company can help India with. And so we started this campaign before Modi started it, but I hope he will give it an extra push, and I can see that overall, of course, it's starting, but it will take time. It will take time. But then again, we do hygiene trainings to companies. So for instance, we have trained ITC people, we have trained some Accenture people, and what we do is we teach them the basics of hand hygiene, which means that if you can stay healthy at work, the cost of the company for sick leaves go down. So there's an interest for you and me to be more healthy and not be on sick leave, but also for the company is a cost saving. What we do, we do it across India. So whatever sales force we have across India and whoever calls us up, we do it for free because it's part of our knowledge. So that's where I think it's a beauty in a sense that SCA can actually contribute to the country while we build our business. So that's something we do for free, and then potentially they're also interested in our products to buy. But unless they are aware and the people are aware, they're not going to use it anyways. We do, and actually rural areas, we're setting up a factory in Pune as we speak, or it's starting as we speak. So in those areas, we have done it because accessibility of our people. So they have done training there. We have done trainings in Dharavi schools in Mumbai. So we don't put a threshold on who we train. It's anyone who wants us to train. Because of course I don't have enough people to train all of India at one time, but whoever wants, that's why we have trained some schools, for instance, across 17 cities. So whoever wants the training, and of course we also try to reach out, but that's the approach we have. So what we basically do as a company is that we of course benchmark what our competitors are doing and of course address what we say is an affordable price because we want to reach out to the masses. It's a good quality product because that is something we never compromise on, and that's probably something you could see also and read on our website, that we take very high pride in sustainability. So whatever protocols are applied in Europe are also applied to our products in India. We wouldn't settle for anything less, which means that we come with higher quality than what you have in India, but at the same price. So what we can see already 1.5 years into the launch is that the consumer, the mother at the end of the day, or the family housekeeper, she is very pleased with what she gets. So by making the product available, she is very happy with what she. So the proof is in the pudding, but of course it's in the product for us very much. So it's about quality and keeping that quality. So across India, because of MRP, we are pretty strict, and we have to sell it at one MRP across the country. That's the law of India. We started as a forest company. So today we still take pride that we have and own a lot of forest, and we actually plant 3 trees for every one we harvest, which makes us a carbon dioxide neutral or even negative contributor to the society. But what we do in terms of sustainability, because of course we have hygiene products that are disposables. So we need to cater also and take care that, when the diaper is used and is going to be thrown, then we need to make sure that it disintegrates so it's biodegradable. So what we do with every product we have in the market is that we do a full life cycle analysis on every ingredient in every product to make sure that we continuously make it better and better and better. So we have a lot of innovations, but it comes to everything from the ingredient and the materials that we use, but also how we do it. So we don't allow people working for us, or for that matter third-party companies supporting us, to, for instance, sit on the floor, because that's not a good working situation. We put certain ergonomical handles on the boxes that we transport our products with because of the ergonomy of the transporter. So we try to care for everyone in the life cycle, everyone from the producer to the end consumer. So the latest invention that we have is for instance, an adult diaper, which has an indicator that tells you when it needs to change. So it improves the situation for the one wearing it, because it will be changed more often, to be honest. And also for the one changing it, because you don't need to lift and check. And actually the lifting of heavy people is what breaks any nurse down today. We have reached out to 1.5 million babies already, and actually, in India. Over the last 9 months, and including there was about 21,000 hospitals and 37,000 clinics. So basically what we do again is it's about sharing our learnings. So we go to doctors, we go to clinics, we go to hospitals. We train them, but we also train the nurse, because the nurse is the one caring for the mother, and unless the mother knows, she's going to be in trouble. And then at the end of the day, we also train the mother. So we give her access. You can find it on your smartphone. You can download an app. So from the day you're pregnant, you can sign in, or even when you're trying to get a child, you can sign in and get advice on what to eat to make the probability of getting pregnant more easy, or when you're in the 10th week and the baby's brain is growing, what to eat so that you have a better healthy body for the baby, and also for yourself, how to care for yourself when the baby is born in order to recover, so to say. So there's a lot of instruments, and the beauty is that India is so smartphone connected. So we can see that a lot of people have already, connected to us via the smartphone. Today they come from across the globe, but some of them also from Pune. So because of course it takes time to set up a factory first of all, but then also bring in the machines. So the machines are being brought in as we speak, basically, and we should be self-sufficient in India. That's the plan. We don't have a plan as we speak, but we know that there will be another factory in India because of the vastness of India.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's true. I mean, you already have 96 million elderly in the country. So, you have a beautiful family system. So actually, I mean, they're cared for at home rather than in an institution, which is the fact elsewhere or in many other countries. But of course, that is where the biggest opportunity will probably be in India too, in the very long term. Today, an adult diaper, as it's called, is mainly used for you and me when we end up in acute care, and never used on an elderly. But of course, they didn't wear disposable diapers when they were young, so it's quite difficult for them mentally to wear it when they're older. But what we have in our portfolio is not only adult diapers, we have a lot of other hygiene solutions like 3-in-1 wash creams, which is basically a way to clean yourself without having to dress a diaper. Which means that it's, and because it's a system which you can use without water, you can make it accessible to anyone, including the rural areas. So yes, it's a huge opportunity, and we will only just now, as we speak, start to untap it. So, but again, we will need to reach out to all the caregivers. So that is our plan.
So what's your distribution model? How do you distribute products?
We do like most other FMCG, which is basically having a carrying and forwarding agent in every state.
Tie up with the retail shops also?
Yes. Okay. So we are across about 75,000 shops today in India. I mean, it's a huge, vast country. We're only across 7 states as we speak yet. Because as I said, we have launched into India step by step because we need to address the local needs. But we have tie-ups with basically every kirana in the area, and then of course with modern trade as well. But today online is growing very rapidly in our segment, especially in baby care, because for the mother who's just had a baby, it's very convenient to go online and shop. We actually just started airing in Delhi on Monday this week because we came to Delhi last. We started in Maharashtra, went to Kerala, then Karnataka, Telangana, AP, Tamil Nadu, and then to Delhi just now. So we need to build up an infrastructure, and of course, that's feet on the street and getting into the retailer. So we started the campaign now in Delhi, but actually, out of our online sales, 40% has gone to Delhi. With, as you say, no one knowing, but word of mouth, because we address these hospitals, we do the trainings with the doctors, and people have understood that we have very good quality products. So one try recommends it to the next mother, and that's so word of mouth has obviously spread ahead of me into Delhi. I think we were just discussing that here today. I think Make in India is a very good initiative, and obviously, I mean, you have had very prominent prime ministers coming to visit India recently because I think they also believe in it. Everyone sees that India is a huge opportunity market for any company from any part of the world. And many of course want to make in India. You have skilled labor, you have fairly good cost efficient labor as well, and then accessibility to market. So it's a hugely good initiative, but of course, as Mr. Modi also knows, there's a lot of reforms that need to take place to make it happen in a smooth way. Because what we were discussing here before, it's been a nightmare for quite a few Swedish companies to set up because of the bureaucracy or the registration certificates, everything you have to have. But definitely, I think Mr. Modi has the right things on his agenda. Now he needs to deliver. I would say that, I mean, I've been in some of the toughest countries like Russia, Malaysia, and India now is my 3rd startup. I would probably rate India as number 2 of them, Russia still being the worst. I think India has extremely friendly people, and that makes India a very beautiful place to be. So whether I'm staying here for the rest of my life, I don't know, but it's friendly people who want something. So it's incredible, when you say incredible India, to a foreigner sometimes to think about the bureaucracy. What I think is that everything's possible. So yes, it is tough, but if you have the right attitude, it's definitely doable. So it's very promising.
Okay.